In this episode, we head north of Calgary to a new harvest host, Apple Creek Golf Course. After Apple Creek, we're going to head west to Banff and Jasper National Parks. The Apple Creek Golf Course is an 18-hole facility. As I said, it's just north of Calgary, and it is a harvest host. Inside, it has a gigantic arcade. So I guess kids around here have to have someplace to go when it gets cold. Man, look, whole other arcade down here.
Really?
Yeah. Let's just have kids, I guess when it gets cold.
Yeah. Before
we play golf, Jeanette and I headed down to the Real Canadian Superstore. All right, we're headed to our first Real Canadian Superstore. What's that for?
What?
And of course, we would zero in on the sushi area first. All right, we are looking for an entrance door mat because I either left it at American Prairie or
I know where you left it.
Teddy Roosevelt.
KOA.
Oh, the KOA, that's right. All right, this is better than a Walmart, bigger than a Walmart. And it's better because I'm sure they don't support Trump. And now,
Here goes Darren.
For a little bit of golf. We played about 9.5 holes before we decided to give it up for the day. If you're like me, you see your golf swing on video, you are thoroughly disgusted. I really need to work on my flexibility.
Got it? It's good?
Oh yeah, that was real good.
That real good?
Janetta looks like she has more flexibility, but her golf swing is a little wild. But today, she was hitting it well. Yeah, a little bit. That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, you went out past me. Oh, you just passed me. Good shot again. I'm not sure what happened on this hole, but obviously Janetta's heading out from behind a tree. Oh, good hit. That was... It's still rolling. Good.
Okay, this is hole 4. Second shot. Good shot? How many yards to the pin?
I have no idea. This is a par 5, so it's pretty far.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough golf for today. We're going to head back to the RV for some dinner. All right, that was a nice little course. We're going to stay here the night and then take off again tomorrow morning when we head into Banff and Jasper. Tonight for dinner, we have sushi that we bought from Canadian Superstore. And some barbecue pork bao buns. So we'll check that out. Sushi and pork buns were very good. Good morning. Today is Thursday, May 29th, and we are leaving Apple Creek Golf Course, which was a harvest house. We played a little golf yesterday, stayed overnight, and it was a nice place, except for 2 things. One, as you'll see right now, we're getting ready to go over the train tracks. And they are active. That wasn't stop, but yeah. They are active train tracks. So somehow trains always run at 2 o'clock at night. And that's when the horn started blowing. 2 and 4, I think it was.
No, it was
10,
Yeah, well,
11, 12. It was like every hour.
all right. And then the place where they had us parked is in a gravel parking lot, which is next to a gravel slash mostly dirt road. And for most of the day until the evening, people were flying up and down that dirt road and kicking up a dust storm, which got all inside the vehicle because we had the fans going and the windows open. And now there's a light coating of dust on the interior and a light coating of dust in our lungs. So we're coughing and hacking this morning. But we'll get through it. After about an hour, hour and a half, we made it to the town of Banff. The town of Banff is a little touristy. Nah, let me amend that. It's a lot touristy. We're not really into the big tourist areas. All it is a lot of souvenir shops, t-shirt shops. Just doesn't appeal to us. So we made our way to the museum. We found a good place to park, and obviously the LTV fits almost anywhere. So it's good for getting around in city areas. This is a statue dedicated to Galaxy Quest. If you've seen the movie, you know it's a rock. I know, it's a buffalo. But that's not as funny. In addition to the museum, we also took about a 2-mile walk down a footpath to the Bow River Falls area. As we left Banff, we did have our first moose sighting, but we were too slow to get it on camera. After Banff, we headed to Jasper and the Icefields Parkway.
It's a wooden bridge.
We had paid for a 2-day pass for Banff and Jasper, so we did not need to go through the ticket area. As we headed north on the Icefield Parkway, this is where the scenery just changed. High rocky mountains, snow-capped peaks, and it was just incredible. As far as natural beauty, the Icefield Parkway comes a very, very, very close second place to the Oregon coastline. Really, it's more of a toss-up. We had a long day today. We had a few hours stop in Banff where we took a walk along the Bow River Falls trail. And then we had a long drive up to our stop for the night. We are stopped at the Icefields Center RV area. It's dry camping, very, very slopey sites, but we're going to stay here. We're not going to put the slide out because nobody else has their slides out, so we don't think it's allowed, although we don't know. Right across the street from us, we have a magnificent view of the Athabasca Glacier. So tonight we're going to settle in. Janetta has leftover pho that she's been meaning to eat for about 3 days, so she's going to have that. And I'm probably just going to slice up some chicken and make some udon noodles. That's all we're going to do tonight. We may hook up the DVD player and watch another episode of Nero Wolf, but we're both tired, so we'll see what happens. Today we're doing the van closed with the slide in, and we're going to put the bed down. Right now we're just having dinner, van style. Last night we stayed at the Icefields Center. They have an RV parking lot, and we spent our night at the foot of a glacier. In fact, at the foot of 3 different glaciers. It's very windy, pretty cold this morning. As you can tell, I have my hat on. We're going to be heading up to the actual center to see if they have anything to view or any type of information about the area. And then we're going to be making our way up to Athabasca Falls. Hopefully it'll warm up some by then, but it is quite brutal out here right now. After Athabasca Falls, we will be heading into Hinton, Alberta to do a little grocery shopping, and then spending the night at the William Spritzer Provincial Park, just outside of Hinton. All right.
Okay.
Coming down the first hill out of the Icefields, there is a spectacular waterfall, which you don't get warning about. Maybe if we had a map, we'd know.
Yeah.
But we don't have a map, and it looks like other people don't have maps either, because other RVs were tearing down the hill and had to make hard lefts to get into the parking lot. But it's a beautiful falls. You don't want to miss it. Just north of the Icefields RV Center. Maybe about 2 kilometers.
At that much, maybe a kilometer and a half.
Yeah, so slow down coming down that hill. You'll see a warning that people are going to be crossing the road, and that's your warning that there's a waterfall to view. So we're at the Goats and Glaciers Viewpoint pull-off. Don't see any goats, but I think those are technically glaciers. But we get to see the river running alongside it. Okay, that viewpoint was called Goats and Glaciers, and it was very nice. Got to see the river and maybe some glaciers. I'm not sure those are called glaciers, but I guess they call them glaciers, so you know more than I do. Janelle's doing her hair.
I'm doing my hair.
All right, we're gonna continue on. Maybe eventually we'll make it to Athabasca Glacier.
I thought it was Falls.
Yeah, it's Athabasca Falls. It was supposed to be an hour drive, and we're already an hour and a half into it.
Are we?
And we haven't made it yet.
How far are we gone? How far away are we?
I have no idea. And we finally make it to Athabasca Falls. As we head into Jasper, you could really see the aftermath of last year's wildfires. A railway bridge marks the entrance to the town of Jasper. Jasper is touristy, but it didn't look as touristy as Banff. After Jasper, we went through Hinton and made the turn onto Route 40, the scenic byway to Alaska. And that's it for this episode. We'll see you in the next one, where we start the Alaska Highway in Dawson Creek.